Hello peeps, how you doing? Thought I'd give you a bit of an update, unscripted. Where am I? I'm about just under an hour north of Krakow airport, a couple of hours, 3 hours south of Warsaw. How am I? I'm alright. I'm pretty good, I feel well. Bit frustrating this week. Sorry about the light, it's dark. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Bit frustrating this week. I did a run up to west of Krakow last weekendish. Don't know, the kind of naming the day thing. And I got asked if I'd go up and work in Warsaw for a week because they were down a driver. So I said yeah. Went up to Warsaw, did a run down to Krakow airport, dropped the family and their chaperone off. They have to have a chaperone when they're flying back, it seems, when they're flying to UK. Then went back up to Warsaw, spent that night at near Auschwitz, and went back up to Warsaw. And they've used me for like 2 hours every day, ferrying people from refugee accommodation. Sometimes it's a big warehouse, normally it's a hotel scattered around the city, and I take them to a hotel near the airport where there's a government contractor who is processing their visa applications. So I wasn't feeling utilised. This is not really what I come out to do. I was helping. The people were pleased with the lifts, but there's good people out here spending their money, and I was working with a church organisation who were spending their money and time so a government contractor could increase its profit margin by not having to ferry people around. And that didn't sit well with me, and also I just wasn't being used enough to justify. So I said I'd do them a week. I've done the best part of a week. They've got nothing for me tomorrow, which is the one you call Sunday. It's also the Orthodox Church Easter this weekend, so everything's a bit strange again. It was last weekend. They've got nothing for me tomorrow. They've got another guy in a vehicle arriving on Monday. I did a ferry run this morning. They were having to move people out of one hotel to another hotel because the hotel they were in had a big wedding booked, and they got to move more back again on Wednesday. But they got people to do that. So I put a shout out on a couple of the WhatsApp and messenger groups they've got. Said I'm in Warsaw, going to head down to Przemysl, down by the border where Ian is, and anybody want a lift? Didn't hear anything from there, but I got a call from a lady who's flying into Krakow early tomorrow morning with a couple of big cases full of stuff, so I agreed I'd come down and pick her up. I put a shout out again saying, I've got seats coming from Krakow. Spoke to Elly, she wanted some shopping. Spoke to Ian, we'll do her shopping locally rather than haul it all the way down from up here. Go and fill up a larder again. Ian's already done it a couple of times, water and vegetables. She needs rice and some other staples. We'll just go and clear a supermarket somewhere between the two of us. So anyway, as I decided to get some veg, went into a supermarket before I left Warsaw today, and there was a lady outside collecting for Ukrainian refugees. She had a trolley to put stuff in, and she had a collection box, so I went in and got my £15 worth of veg, which would keep me for a week, and an assortment of nappies, kitchen roll and Tampax. Have you ever tried to find Tampax in a Polish budget supermarket, but I found some. I'm not sure what the girl on the checkout thought, because I've got 4 different sizes. But anyway, and I went out, took my veg out of the trolley and left her the trolley full of stuff, which I thought was your money well spent. And I hadn't spent it on diesel because I hadn't done many miles this week. So I'm going to pick this lady up in the morning, take her down to Przemysl, and work out of there again with Ian. Ian's already done a trip into Ukraine, Lviv, in a convoy, escorted by blue lights. He said it was a little bit speedy. He was in and out in the day. We've crossed paths and bumped into each other a couple of times in the last week. He was following me through a couple of sets of traffic lights in Krakow the other day when I was dropping somebody at the station. And he was trying the radio, but I haven't had the radio turned on. We've got walkie-talkies, but I haven't had it turned on when I've been so far away. But he lost me at the second set of lights, I think. So I'm going back to Przemysl to work down there. I've got a little poem for you. Elly is the lady that you can hear the voice of on Ellen's video while they were unloading the gear, and I wrote her a poem which I'm going to try and find. Can't even remember if it was WhatsApp I sent it to her on or Messenger. But she works for, I think I've mentioned her, she works for the forestry, Polish forestry, and uses her office and facilities to house refugees. I don't know if she's told her boss, but she's doing sterling work there. And she sends very long messages. Ah, this is it. This queen that loves your children so will learn to know and show how the woods and the world will grow. Her heart so big, her spirit so strong, this wonder of wild places, this guide to lost souls, so beautiful to know. So I wrote that and sent it to her, and she sent me back one of hers. Now this is directly translated on WhatsApp. Let me just get my place. Dread to think what would be as if we had no more forest places of magic and madness. This is how I have been since childhood, and that I am a big child. Then I'll step in this puddle, water a stream of birds singing. It makes me laugh. In this my brother joins me, and we sit unconscious by the fire as befits. We have a lot, and still little. There is sausage, there are apples. As our grandmother told us, go to the forest. There is health, the doctor will not tell you. There are herbs, there are berries. You will feel young for a long time. So we throw it on the fire too. What we got from a little warmth and joy, we throw in love there. So great fire is burning, it's time to reach for the bottle. 2 sips to warm it up, and the fun continues. They rustle, the bulls roar. There is no better music. The hammock is hanging right under the tree. She sent me another one as well, and I'll read that to you next time. But that's just like a quick update. I'll try and upload this probably in the morning. It's about 10:30 your time, and then as you know, 60 might be the new 40, but 9 o'clock's the new midnight, so I'm up late. I'll get a good 5-6 hours sleep, 7 hours sleep, and sort my act out, get my breakfast, and drive on down to the airport, pick this lady up when she gets off a flight about 8:30. Time she's cleared customs probably be 9, and about 2-3 hours down to Przemysl. Be there for the use of Ian's shower and washing machine tomorrow afternoon. That local traditions here on Easter Sunday, the Orthodox Easter Sunday, is family breakfast or big communal breakfast. And I know Ian's shuffling people down to the railway station at Przemysl because the Orthodox people are gathering there for their breakfast. Hopefully the roads are clear. And the roads out here are really, there's really good highways. Even around the city, it was no real hard driving. And I was around the outskirts most of the time. But there's no middle ground. The roads are either sublimely smooth and long and 4 lanes, or absolutely horrendous and half a lane. But yeah, spent the last couple of nights parked up near a graveyard. I did find a campsite, but most of the campsites aren't open. This one wasn't open, just south of Warsaw. But they let me stay the night. They didn't have any showers or anything, but they let me stay the night. There was nobody there in the morning, so I left some dosh in the letterbox. And I put a shout out on European van life groups for a park up in South Warsaw, and got a few. Been parked by a graveyard a couple of times. Quiet, spookily quiet, but hey, lots of plastic flowers on the graves. I don't know. Anyway, stay well. I'll give you another update either midweek or later in the week or the end of the week. We are trying our best to spend your money wisely and put your love and effort into this trip to good use. And stay well. Happy travels. Good night and click.